Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Blue Gum Podcast, and today we're going to be talking about choosing a mortgage broker for your first home. Now it's an exciting thing. You've gotten the contract, you're just about to sign it, and you're about to go on your way to find a mortgage broker if you already haven't found one. Now, if you already have a mortgage broker, please listen. It's very important. All right, because finding a good mortgage broker is extremely rare. And once you have them, everyone else knows about them. And then the word of mouth gets out, and then they become too busy, and then they become non-communicative because they're too busy. Right? So listen up, and you might learn something. So if you're looking to purchase a new home, you want the process to go as smoothly as possible. All right? You want to be able to delegate as much of the responsibility while still maintaining control through communication, right? You want to be able to organize your finance without fuss, right? That's the biggest thing, okay? All right, you want to focus on getting through the settlement period, okay? You want to be able to move in and get yourself sorted as soon as possible. So, how are you going to go about this? Well, you're going to be looking for a mortgage broker who puts your interests first, communicates well, and has a professional approach to obtaining your loan. You're going to want a mortgage broker who responds to your emails within a day or two, who returns your texts within a day or two. Obviously you don't want to overburden them with your messages. Please be respectful, guys. If they're busy, why are you sending them 6 texts a day? One does it. Please call me if you have time, okay? And they will make time because you sent one text, okay? You don't need to send 50, 36, just one text per day, okay? During the settlement period, you don't want to annoy them. Just let them get their stuff done, please. When searching for a broker who puts interest first, you're probably going to want to pay a fee up front. Now, if you've been told all your friends and family don't pay anything up front, they get paid by the banks, well, that's exactly the reason why you want to pay them up front. If I'm going to a mortgage broker and I offer him $1,000 to do right by me, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to get my $1,000. Why? Because he's going to show me what he's doing. Right? When he uploads my documents and when he markets my profile to all the different banks, he's going to negotiate the best rate. He's going to negotiate the best rank with a reputable bank. He's going to do me good, and I'm going to give him $1,000 in the hand. I'm going to do that because how can we expect people to go right by us when we're not paying them up front and they're being paid by commission? Of course they're going to go with the highest commission rate. Of course they're going to go with the highest interest rate. How can you expect them not to? It's only fair. It's only fair. Right? You don't want your mortgage broker to rely on commissions or tail fees, okay? You want them to charge you up front, okay? You don't want them to be dependent on kickbacks from the bank. Look for a broker who calls you back when you ask, returns your emails, returns your texts. If they're ambitious, if they're desperate, that's good. Actually, I'd rather give a loan profile to a broker who's just starting out, who's hungry for it, than give it to someone who doesn't care either way whether he gets it for me or doesn't. Okay? It's your first home, you can't afford to take any risks with brokers who are non-communicative. Okay. As I said earlier, if they're non-communicative, maybe they're busy. But at the same time, if you send them one text a day and they don't get back to you a day or two later, then maybe not the broker for you. If they don't return your text within 2 days, find a new broker. You want to choose a broker who's professional. You want to choose a broker who takes their business seriously. You want someone who doesn't make jokes on their professional Facebook page. You want someone who takes their business seriously. So it's pretty important the role that these brokers have, right? They're getting you finance so that you can buy the house, okay? So they're damn near more important than the real estate agent. Because you can find any house, but find a mortgage broker who can get you the finance on time, that is more important. Now, you want a broker who openly advertises their personal and office contacts, right? You want a broker who's accessible, right? If you get a call from the agent saying, oh, the vendor's withdrawn, you need to be able to contact the broker right away so they can seize all work, right? You want a broker who goes through the process with you. I've had a broker bring me behind the desk and tell me what the rates are. That's someone who's upfront. And you want a broker who doesn't just talk about the home loan. You want a broker that talks about the whole enchilada. I want the beans, I want the rice, I want the beef, I want the sauce, I want the chili, I want the avocado, I want the wrap. All right? I want the whole enchilada. I want everything, okay? I want them to give me an offset. I want them to give me a loan. Potentially, I want them to give me a 55-day interest-free credit card. I want them to get me the cash back. I want everything. I want 0 annual fees. I want everything that they can give me. And the last thing I'm going to let you take away from this, probably the most important. You want a broker who can suggest a product for you on your best interests alone. If a broker suggests you should take out a loan which maxes out your borrowing capacity, you need to start running out of that office. Because if you don't, they're going to sell you. They're going to sell you so hard to these banks. And if a broker is willing to put you in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt so they can just earn a one-time commission, needless to say, you're better off elsewhere. Because the thing is, right, if someone sells you up the river for a one-time sale, that's unsustainable business. I mean, wouldn't you think that, okay, it'd be better to see someone come back next year or the year after when they buy another property? That's why I don't understand. Some of these brokers are absolutely vicious. Okay, so watch out for that. If they tell you to increase your borrowing capacity, run. Anyway, that's all for today. That's the Blue Gum Podcast. At bluegum.com, we talk about real estate, personal finance, and startups. So have a read, have a listen, and who knows, you might learn something new. As I always say, it's better to learn 10 different punches 1,000 separate times, right, than to learn one punch 1,000 times and have imperfect form. You're better off learning the same thing from different perspectives than learning one thing from the same perspective all the time. It's about not being ignorant and being open and looking forward to that financial freedom. That's all for the Blue Gum Podcast today. Thank you.